So the first symptoms were at 5 days old. I was breastfeeding her and my husband noticed that her leg was twitching, and I saw it and I was really alarmed. So we videoed it and we went up to the hospital to get seen. And they checked her out the next day and she'd improved and she'd started feeding, and we got home. The next time she had any neurological symptoms was about 3 to 4 weeks old. Again, there was nothing else that they could find that was concerning, and she was otherwise really healthy, so they decided to just follow us up. But before we were seen for that outpatient's appointment, she started having severe symptoms, and that was at 10 weeks old. Baby, Anya. She let out this scream. Oh, it was a heart-wrenching, horrible scream, not a normal baby cry. I went to pick her up to try and see if she would respond to my voice, and I realised her back had started arching backwards, and her spine was rigid but curved backwards, and her neck was rigid, and she went vacant. Her eyes started darting and flickering, and I just didn't know what to do. You were just watching, helpless. I wish I was just standing there, just not saying anything. He was in shock. They brought the radiologist in to do the scan of her head, have a look to see if there was any acute infection they could see, or big bleed or big mass, and there wasn't anything. And I was relieved at that bit, but I just wanted to know what's causing this. Can you hear me? Can you hear me, darling? Mummy's here. Mummy's here, baby.
There were lots and lots and lots of hospital visits, and she was 6 months old when she was finally diagnosed with alternating hemiplegia of childhood. I had no clue about what it was called. Alternating is left or right to your body. Hemi is half, and plegia is paralysis.
What happened?
And it's not just paralysis, it's a lot of other neurological conditions that are put into it. So she will have stiffness, which is dystonia. She can have both side paralysis as well, so it will be like 4 limbs would be paralyzed, and it's a lot of pain. They say dystonia is like running 3 marathons, put it that way.
AHC presents differently for every child, and symptoms will be unique to each child. It's what they call a de novo mutation, so a by chance mutation of a gene. It happens before the age of 18 months. When you hear that, you think, or I thought, that it was a childhood thing and she might grow out of it. And I quickly learned that isn't true. It is a lifelong condition.
There are kids who have grown to being adults and they still have the same condition. It is difficult. It's so extremely rare.
For Anya, there's about, probably around 50 in the UK that have her condition. And worldwide, the numbers are about 1 in a million. It takes time to be able to live with that unpredictability and uncertainty. There's days when we can't do anything, we just have to hold her and she's paralysed fully and we're just watching her breathing, prepared for anything that can happen. And we just took it in terms of, this minute is good. The next minute might change, but this minute is good and I'm going to enjoy her happy.
We don't get any time out. I wish we did get time out. We have to basically work around balancing the coin between each other as a couple. So there are certain days when I am tired with my multiple sclerosis. I cannot move. Fatigue is my biggest problem. I'm a wildlife travel consultant, but I only do 1 day a week for that. And the rest of the days I look after Anya as a carer. Catherine on the other side has gone part-time for her job, so it is difficult.
We're both on the same page with a lot of things, Abhishek and I, in terms of whatever Anya can do, when she can do it, we'll just be happy with that. But you still grieve the life that you thought you'd have. You have to try and make your life into some kind of normality and find the chance, the times to just bond as a family.
Anya is trying, look. Yes!
We do probably take a lot of videos of happy times, and we look through them when she's really unwell in hospital, and they sometimes give us strength.
It's got green teeth.
And things that other people might just take for granted, like getting out to a cafe for a coffee and getting her home and she's not being in pain, she's not being paralysed, she's not stopped breathing, then, that is a happy memory.
It can be very depressing seeing, that she is different from what her age group kids are doing. But that's Anya. If she's not going to do it, that she won't be Anya. That's what Anya is. Anya is a girl which has alternating hemiplegia of childhood. And she's 1 in a million. So and those are the things which you've got to take it positively rather than taking it like going into depression. Yeah.
Just her left arm not working fully. A good day would be maybe she has mild paralysis, so just one arm paralysed, but she's not in pain.
Oh, it's a bunny. Rabbit.
But I think a great day would be no symptoms and actually watching her make a milestone. It might be an inch stone compared with what you're expecting, but she's seeing her happy and doing things and being able to move all her limbs and not being in distress and making a little bit of progress developmentally would be a great day. There's so much, I think, as a community worldwide, we still don't know about the condition. We see our children suffer every day, but we have nothing that is directly for her condition, and there is no drug that has ever been designed to treat this condition.
Num num num. Yeah?
It's an ultra-rare condition, so it doesn't attract the same funding that other more common conditions can tap into.
Pharmaceutical companies aren't interested. They're not going to make a cure for 1,000 kids worldwide or something like that, because that's not profitable.
And we don't have any big charity behind us. It's families that run most of the family support and charities linked with this condition worldwide. One day we hope that there'll be a drug, something that will change her quality of life, that she can have a more predictable life, that she can have less suffering, that her symptoms, even if they can't go completely, that they will be less, and it will be able to allow her to live a life that she can be more in control of.
I hope there's a cure with research, with with various so-called advances in science, that one day things can become a little bit better than what they are, and all the children, including Anya, get quality of life. It may be a small quality of life, but at least there is that quality.
I don't take time with her for granted. I don't think I ever took things for granted, but really, with this condition, it can change minute by minute. Day by day, something can be different. So if we manage to do something that is good and that we have happy memories of, I think I cherish that even more.
With Anya, I think she's really been an inspiration for us as a couple. Inspiration partly because she's just a go-getter. She'll be half body paralyzed, but she just wants to crawl. She wants to play. We just hope and pray that there is a cure one day for Anya.